with you, so please cut me some slack because this is the first time I'm interacting with you. I'm a much more conventional diplomat. I do my job rather than add to the fire and fury of heightening tensions. So I just came here because for the first time, after the end of the Security Council closed consultations, we noted that two states who made national statements tried to pass them off as the will of the international community. But you're all nuanced and well-versed in what and how the Security Council acts. And I therefore do not need to tell you that the Security Council is a very deliberative institution. It works in a very considered manner. Its outcomes are provided to all of us through the President. So if national statements try to masquerade as the will of the international community, I thought I will come across to you too and explain our national position. And what is that? Our national position was and remains that matters related to Article 370 of the Indian Constitution are entirely an internal matter of India. These have no external ramifications. The recent decisions taken by the Government of India and our legislative bodies are intended to ensure that good governance is promoted, socio-economic development is enhanced for our people in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. You are aware this morning that the Chief Secretary of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir announced a whole set of measures that the government is undertaking to move towards normalcy. We are gratified that the Security Council in its close consultations appreciated these efforts, acknowledged them, and indicated that this is the direction in which they would like the international community to move. We are committed to gradually removing all restrictions. You are aware of the timetable for that. Let me also tell you, since the changes internal to India have not made any difference to our external orientation, India remains committed to ensure that the situation there remains calm and peaceful. We are committed to all the agreements that we have signed on this issue. We note that there were some who tried to project an alarmist approach to the situation which is far from the ground realities. Of particular concern is that one state is using terminology of jihad against and promoting violence in India, including by the leaders. Friends, violence is no solution to the problems that all of us face. We are committed to and inconsistent with our previous position that all issues between India and Pakistan, as well as India and any other country, will be resolved bilaterally, peacefully, and in a manner that behoves normal interstate relations between countries. We are saddened that terrorism is being fueled, language and incendiary talk of jihad is being mentioned by people who should know better. All of you are understanding of the situation here. I do not need to tell you what was the outcome of the closed consultations. You will yourself know about it. We stand ready to continue our efforts towards peaceful resolution of all issues in an atmosphere free of terror and violence. And I'm ready, if any of you are willing to ask any questions, I understand there are many of you. This is my first time, so I said, please cut me slack. And yes, I will. Don't worry. I will. Please, I'll start with you. And just relax. I will start with you, and I will answer 5 questions, which is 5 times more than both my predecessors who came here answered. Let's start you, since you are so excited.
No, I'm not excited. The only thing is the history is excited. There has been resolution on that disputed territory of Kashmir, and Article 370, fine. That could be an internal matter of you.
Thank you for accepting that.
No.
Thank you for accepting that. That
All
could
right,
be an
sir.
internal matter.
All right.
Thank you.
So Article 370 was enshrined in the Indian
where?
Constitution.
Thank you. By India.
Right, but the thing is, still the reality remains that how do you deal with the UN Security Council resolutions passed in 1947, 50, and then Shimla Agreement has also failed in bilateralism? Thank you.
Thank you. I understand your point. Your point is, how do we address this issue? The history is well known. I don't need to go back. Let us look at the last agreement that India and Pakistan signed. And that goes back to 1972. We are committed to that, and we hope Pakistan too is, to try to address these issues in the manner that they have signed on to in a legally binding agreement, and we stand ready to address them in that context. We can go back in history.